Marauders, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I combine two two sets of videos of trips that I made to my BMW dealership in Tyrone, Pennsylvania, Kissell Motorsports. The first trip was in late October, where I went down. I was invited down for the unveiling of the 2025 BMW R1300 GS Adventure, and I rode that bike prior to the unveiling. And then I went to the unveiling and met, which the unveiling was first class. The food was outstanding. The dealership presentation of motorcycles is just beautiful. And I met two brand ambassadors, Sean Thomas and Louise Powers, who are just excellent brand ambassadors. Just their expertise, their friendliness, their personalities. Man, would I love to be a motorcycle brand ambassador. But not only do I probably not ride as well as these two individuals, but what terrific personalities they have. The second part of this video is going to be traveling to Tyrone, Pennsylvania, again, Kissell Motorsports, to pick up my new BMW. And we'll cover that. I'll just show my travels there and some more footage of the dealerships, the bikes they have, and I'll get into my new BMW in another video. Hope you enjoy this video. It's a fun video, and I think you'll find it interesting. This dealership has great motorcycles. I've been driving for 4 hours to test drive the new BMW R1300 GS Adventure, and my God, this is a pretty part of Pennsylvania. The camera is not even going to come close to doing it justice. It is just beautiful. Man, oh man, I don't know if I'm spending the night here. We'll see how long the test drives take. They are having an unveiling tonight. Even my wife suggested I should stay over for the unveiling. I'll talk to them to see what it entails. So, oh my gosh. We've lost most of the fall colors. It is still beautiful, even with my wife calls it looking at twigs. Just beautiful. Okay, we'll see you on the road or at the unveiling event. See how I edit. Thanks, Marauders, for coming back to the channel. By the way, I'm not so sure how these Ducati colors are going to go over at a BMW event. I thought I'd better to wear something European. I didn't want to wear my Husqvarna or KTM stuff, or Harley Davidson. A lot of Harley Davidson apparel. I chose Ducati. I figured that was more appropriate. Maybe I'll buy some BMW stuff while I'm there. Just beautiful morning.
Right to exit 45, Tipton, Brazierville.
There's just so many motorcycles at this dealership. My God. You ride them, you gotta buy them.
Notice and a Friday night, so I appreciate you all coming out here. I'm Josh Noel, General Manager here at Kissell Motorsports, and we're lucky enough to have Sean Thomas and Louise Powers, BMW brand ambassadors, back. If you've been to Soggy Bottom Moto Fest, you know Sean and Louise. They're Soggy Bottom alumni for sure, and they'll be back again in 2025. So we're lucky. They're gonna go over the new R1300 GS Adventure, which we've all been anticipating, and so I'm going to turn it over to them, and thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
We have some really cool bikes under these. Wait till you see them.
All right. So thanks everybody for braving the weather and coming out to join us this fine. So as Josh said, I'm Sean Thomas. I've met almost all of you, but if I'm new to meeting you, I'm the brand ambassador for BMW, and my job is to understand quite intimately the ins and outs of BMW products, including the motorcycles, as best I can, so that I can help folks like the dealerships understand them and sell them to people And I also am the brand spokesman for BMW. So usually when they have a very big event or a big bike launch, I'm the guy on camera that's interviewing the people that develop the bikes and that sort of thing. Now, I'm not a very smart guy. I'm only pretty. So as a consequence, I found Louise Colleen Powers to be the brains of the operation. Louise?
And I am the brains of the operation, so I do most of the same things that Sean does, but I do all of the research beforehand so that when he goes and talks to people like the head of production for these bikes, he knows what to ask them and he knows what's coming. I come from a background of riding these bikes, so rather than a background of selling or anything like that, so my passion really revolves around riding them, learning about them, and then bringing all of that interesting stuff to you guys so that I can share that with you. So we are going to go over these bikes tonight, and they're pretty cool. I think you guys are going to like them.
For the record, can you tell them best ride you've ever done?
The best ride I've ever done was I left my home in Denver and I rode down to the end of South America.
Oh my God.
It was 30,000 miles of amazing meeting people and seeing great scenery and riding these bikes in terrible conditions and great conditions and everything else.
Honestly, we just went for a ride in Delaware, and I thought that's what you would say.
It was close. That ride in Delaware was pretty good.
And I just got back from riding in Namibia, and the sand is about this deep. I don't know how tall. Yeah, about this deep. Louise has been there, so we disappeared. So if you like sand, that's the place to go. But we're here to talk about the GS Adventure. And before we talk about that, we're going to share with you a little bit of the history and the sort of origin story of the Adventure, so you kind of get a sense of where it came from. We're going to tell you a couple stories. Hopefully you find them entertaining. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we're starting with the very first GS Adventure. Louise?
And we had a chat with Reiner Fings, who is the product manager.
Plenty dirty. Some of that's even from here in Pennsylvania. So
And we have one more to show you, and this is the one that is going to be around here for a little while. And this is a Kissell bike, and this will be one that you can demo.
see, I thought yours was clean until I saw that one.
I know. Well, I can.
Now So what we have here is 3 of the new R1300 GS Adventures. We're going to tell you about all of them in detail, but I will tell you that when you come over here later to sit on them, we have kind of a wide range. Louise's is the lowest one that they offer. Mine is the tallest one that they offer. And I'm not sure if this one is in between or not. We'll have to
This one does.
This one has this has adaptive height control, but
So my wife encouraged me to go to the unveiling because it's about a 4.5 hour drive for me to get to the Kissell Motorsports in Tyrone, Pennsylvania. By the way, the largest BMW dealership in the Northeast. And I was kind of hesitant, and then I decided to stay. I met Sean prior to me riding the GS Adventure. And what a first class event Josh and his team put on. You know, this is a very rural area of Pennsylvania. I'm in a suburb of Buffalo, but love small town USA. The food was first class, the drinks were first class. Um, Sean Thomas and Louise Powers did an excellent job in the presentation, going through the facts and details of the motorcycle and mingling with the people that were there to see the unveiling. They just did a great job. Sean, no doubt, had his bike inside the dealership and it was dirty. And I said, Sean, I have to wash this bike. Then he was making fun of me. When I get my GS, I better get it dirty. I better ride it off road. Fun. He was jabbing at me, and I deserved every bit of it. Um, just these are two great ambassadors, a very good dealership. They've earned my trust, and just an excellent event. Really focused on studying the details of the motorcycles at the event, especially Sean's bike. I believe he probably has a sports suspension because he said his bike is the tallest. So he has a very stiff off-road suspension, I would think, but does not have adaptive ride height control. but the rest of his bike I'm interested in, and we'll see what the future holds. Well, I had an amazing 2 days in Tyrone, Pennsylvania. I actually spent the night in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Rode 3 different BMWs. Really like the R1300 GSA. Just a phenomenal motorcycle. Packed with technology. And I didn't try the emergency braking on it, the automatic emergency braking. I have to research that feature. But just an outstanding couple days. I ended up just wearing my blue Harley Davidson button-down shirt, and one of the ambassadors, Sean with BMW, just really liked my shirt. He made some nice comments. I was worried they were going to throw me out the dealership for wearing Ducati and apparel. Thank God they didn't throw me out. Very nice people. The unveiling was awesome. So I'm driving back the southern tier now. I'm in New York State. It's just beautiful. Just a beautiful morning. We've had a stretch of good weather this week. I had to drive to Ohio for 2 days for work, and just an amazing. Hope you enjoy the videos. I enjoyed making them. On my way to Kissell Motorsports in Tyrone, Pennsylvania, to pick up a motorcycle. Pretty excited over it. I have a motorcycle in the back of the trailer that I'm trading. The motorcycle is a 2025 BMW GS Adventure, and it does have the ASA transmission in it. Said in videos, my next bike is going to have an automatic transmission, and this is BMW's version of that transmission. So I'm pretty excited over it. This bike was on my bucket list when I wanted to get back into riding, and I didn't purchase one because the design was tired, and BMW, it's pretty obvious BMW had to update the design on the 2023 GS and GSA, and they did. They did the GS last year in 2024, and then they did the GSA in 2025. So we'll see how much I'll pick you up when I got the trailer loaded, and then when I take it unloaded at my house, we'll give you a look at the bike in the garage for the first time and go through it. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in a picture of the bike. I'm not sure I always like those teasers, but maybe, well, we'll see. We'll see. I was going to say, guess what color I got, but I'll probably put it in the thumbnail. Please consider liking the video, subscribing to my channel, sharing it with a friend. I appreciate that. That's how YouTube creators keep score of how they're doing. Thank you. And comment. If you don't like the video, comment. I can take the criticism. At Kissell Motorsports, even the inventory of used motorcycles. Look at this beautiful bike. Oh, it's going to kill me. This inventory of used motorcycles is just awesome. And some of these are demo bikes. I think I rode that bike, 1300. So many motorcycles in here. Aprilias, Kawasaki's, all in beautiful shape. They're immaculate. Look at all the 1250s. He's got 1200, 1250 GS's here. He didn't have this gold wing the last time I was here. He had a beautiful white gold wing. I think it might be over there. Look at these GF trophies with these bags. I mean, this is what the bags are. $3,000 worth of bags on this bike. And my Ducati's going to get lost in here. Moto Guzzi's. Oh, look at this. Harley Davidson Deluxe Softail. That's a chromed up bike. I'll take a picture of that for my brother. Super Adventure. God, with aluminum bags. Sure, they traded that in on a GS. So that's got to be a 1290. Maybe it doesn't say, or yeah, 1290. It's on the side. Man, I think that's a. Is it a rural with a sidecar in the back? God, I could spend a day just looking at these motorcycles. Let's go look. Oh, he doesn't have any Ducatis in here. He's gonna have one now. Oh, look at this bike. So this looks like the bike I demoed. It can't be a 24. Can't be a 24. But man, that's a pain on the one I demoed. Not sure what this is for on it. Says the back lid is open. How many miles are on this bike? Ooh, someone toured with it. 25,000 miles on it. In reality, that's nothing for this bike. And it is a DCT. And this has to be an all. I think the handlebars are a little different on it. Here's a fat boy. You gotta wonder what he traded this in on. Maybe an R1300. Is this another Harley over here? Another Harley Davidson. Soft tail. My brother would know what this is. S1000 XR, I believe, an M package. Man, gorgeous bike. That might be sold. Yeah, it's sold. Driving this guy equipped in nice carbon fiber drive. Well, that's with the M package. Betas. He's also a beta dealer in Moto Guzzi. I hope my back ends up in here. Oh, this is a nice bike. 890. God, how many miles are on this bike? God, 653 miles.
Hey, Kristen, it's Evan. Kissell. Hey, we found it. There we go. And so just stop back and go back through it. Okay?
There's the other F900. Moto Guzzis. I think I rode this bike. Yep, it's got the AS8. Nope, I didn't ride that bike.
See you in a minute. All right, bye.
Triple black GSA, 719 GSA, red GSA, beautiful. K1600, a monster. Look at the size of it. Look at the size of the cylinder heads on this 1800. My friend Mikey had this bike. I think it's an R1200. I think it's an R1200. $9T. God, these gotta be a fun bike to ride. So So many beautiful motorcycles. Another F800 GS. This isn't even all his motorcycles. More bikes, and these are, oh my god, he's got, my gosh, here's my trophy. This is not an ASA bike. Beautiful. Look at that monster Triumph. That 1200 engine looks big. Nice looking bike. Oh, he does not have a lot of Ducatis. I think he's going to sell that bike quick. Why do I think that? No idea. Wow. There's another Triumph 1200. I gotta look through his used inventory. Look at this Harley Davidson. You know? Is that a hepped up Dyna or a hepped up Sportster? No, it's not a Dyna. Because it's not a twin cam engine, right? Oh, these are great. I'm becoming a BMW fanboy. 9T. Boy, he's got GSAs in here. There's another red one in the back. He's got a lot of GSAs. There's a Touareg. God, option 719. I love these bikes. Is that a cool looking scrambler type bike? Option 718, beautiful. Ooh, it's a GS. It does have the ASA. Nice looking bike. I gotta get home. I could spend a day just walking around looking at his bikes. Then in this area, he's got his Beta dirt bikes and dual sports. He has Aprilia sports bikes. Am I too old for a sport bike? Touareg. Like the trophy color, beautiful. Some scooters. Are they Vespa? Oh, Vespa scooters. Amazing. Down Johnsonburg, Pennsylvania. And they actually put 219 above his hometown. It used to go right through the center of town, right through that paper mill plant, which is huge. I thought the state put almost $700 million into the plant, I don't know, 20 years ago. As I used to say when we used to visit his hometown, Yoon's from Pennsylvania. I love Pennsylvania. I'm going to do a ride with my brother to Johnsonburg. This summer, I have to do that. Here's the houses on the outskirt, and we'll visit my grandparents' gravesite. I hope this road comes across on video. Straight roller coaster road. If you can see that downstairs, down there. Started off this journey at just before 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to be home until 4 o'clock, 4:20 in the afternoon. Said goodbye to my Ducati Multistrada V4 Rally. Is a great bike. I'm hoping the owner of Kissell Motorsports was pleased to see that bike. It's in beautiful shape, great motorcycle. I'm sure the next person to get it's going to take good care of it, because that bike, just an awesome powerhouse bike. So that's it. Just wanted to touch base with you. I'll show you the bike when I get it home in the garage 3 hours from now. Marauders, this is my 2025 BMW R1300 GS Adventure, and the trophy color. Does have the off-road package, but does not have the performance or sports suspension, so it does have the adjustable ride height on it. Center and side panniers are on back order. I've had the bike for several months. Hopefully, they'll be arriving this week, which is the first week in March or second week in March. Hope to see you on the trail, and I hope you join me for my BMW GSA adventures on the channel. Thank you. Hope you please consider subscribing to my channel. All you have to do is touch my helmet. It's free and it's easy.